Oh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Great Modron March, aka a game with my friends. My name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle. Let's go around and say hello to our players. Oh, we're out of order. Shifter and Siren are switched.
Wait,
Oh,
I get to be Shifter.
Oh, it's
The
the
dream
ultimate
come true.
illusion.
It's the body swap episode.
Hey!
That's easy fix.
Uh,
Zoom makes it easy now. Done.
Yeah. Zoom makes it
Not
not
it's
back
never
in the
been
day.
easier with Zoom.
So back in the
not a
day, it was
sponsor.
a nightmare, but yeah.
Let's go around the table and say hello to Shifter because you moved. So I'll put LB next to you.
Now
Who are
I'm
you
next
playing,
door.
Lex?
Oh, I'm Lex. I'm playing Shifter, the illusionist wizard.
Oh, hello.
The most forgetful of buying tuning forks wizard that there ever was.
Oh, so sad. And next is LB. LB, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm LB Hackmuff. I'm going to be playing Siren, the assassin rogue tiefling.
Ooh. And Rachel is a mess. Rachel,
Hi.
who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Rachel. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I am playing Nyx, the barbarian.
That's fantastic. And last but not least, Mr. Nerd Immersion Ted, who are you playing this fine evening?
I'm playing Lagwin, the Blade Singer Elf Wizard. Was a Jedi,
Yeah.
but not really, but kind of.
But is. But
yeah.
is not. But is. So right before we started, Shifter, you asked a really good question. Where did you want to end up? Because you cast plane shift. Did you have a tuning fork?
No.
Okay.
So we went to a rant. That was
That was
how
your
we
choice.
ended.
That was your chance to lie.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I thought this was Jordan's whole thing to devise something for us over these many weeks of our hiatus.
Over these many weeks that he didn't just do this afternoon at work rather
No.
than, working his real life job.
Jordan would never.
He painstakingly goes through this. Well, let's recap. So last time on a very special Great Modron March, our party investigated the Rotting Oracle in the Outlands, which is a sunken temple created long ago as a tribute to Juiblex, the demon lord of slimes. Half sunk into the ground, the party moved forward and found the center of the sludge, which was a fracture in the Outlands. It seems to lead to somewhere else and was spewing all kinds of sludge and mud and gross stuff. Investigating further, the party was pulled in, and they found themselves in a demiplane of stone walls. There was a broken door, and dead Vadi, who are known as the Wind Dukes of Akka, were there. Inside this cavern, there was a torn book that contained a very powerful spell known as the Last Word. The Last Word can kill anything instantly, even a deity, very, very strong. The specifics of it were lost, so you don't actually have this spell, but you know of its existence now. It is presumed that the deities that have been killed were subject to this spell. Then, trying to escape this demiplane with their new knowledge, Shifter cast plane shift. And where did our party end up? We'll tune in tonight for the thrilling conclusion. Doo-doo-doo. You guys are spinning into the air. This is not your typical plane shift. This is a very Hogwarts kind of squelched, like being pulled around. Like it's not comfortable.
It has been a little while since we played.
And it's almost like you guys hit a wall of water where you're going really, really fast, and then you're just like and like slowed down a little bit. And as you're pushing through that, you materialize into this weird, vast ocean below you. So about 30 feet below you is a big red ocean. You guys are falling. What would you like to do?
We're but it's only 30 feet, so we were not like
Correct.
falling hundreds of feet into water. That was
Not gonna, kill us immediately.
Not
Splash!
again.
You land in the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say we fall into the water.
It's odd. It's not necessarily as restrictive as normal water, and you realize that you can swim in this, but it's not really water at all. It has a weird kind of I don't know, ethereal kind of a substance to it. Looking up at the sky, I have something to roll on that will tell me what the sky looks like, which I'm excited for.
Oh, I do want to remind everybody that before we did this, I cast air bubble because I have that spell.
Oh, you did. That's right.
Just because we didn't know where we were going, so we have fresh air potentially, which we may need.
And of course, do I have it? Okay, yes. So looking above, you see lava rivers crisscrossing, and strange cinders and flying sparks at the edge are above you. And as you kind of like look around at the horizon, a lot of what you see in the sky kind of fades away at a certain point, and then you see just like a kind of a dark hue on the outside of that. And you look back up, and now you see a shining city of metallic spires and walls that sit on the edge of a vast sea of flames.
Ooh, is this water burning anyone who isn't fireproof, resistant, whatever?
It is not for
No?
those of you who are not fire resistant.
Oh, it's quite refreshing. I'm glad we fell into this and not into that.
Very true.
Yes, that is quite perplexing. Any clues?
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I forgot I had to be doggy paddling. Well, up there, looks like the plane of fire in the city of brass, maybe, but I don't understand why there would be water here.
Oh.
I did only skim the manual of the planes when we had it, though.
Isn't there a space between the planes that we might be? Like there's spheres or something, or is that not canon anymore?
Who knows what's canon these days in this edition? But maybe it's an astral sea type scenario. That would explain the water, maybe?
Isn't the astral sea not an actual sea?
Well, again, who knows in this edition?
All right.
Looking around, there is some white man-made stone bridges, I guess, or just roads. What were they called? I had the word for them.
Roads over water.
A trail.
Yeah.
Probably makes. I'll swim over to one of them.
Yeah. So you can swim over. You're very buoyant in whatever this is, red water stuff. And you come climbing up, and you can see that these are about 10 feet wide. Some of them are broken in certain areas. They're not like the best maintained. But as you look out, there's like a weird web of a lot of these that kind of connect here and there and kind of go every which way. And off in the far, far distance, you see that there is a big wall. And beyond that wall are some towers and stuff. And there seems to be like a city in a specific direction. On the other side, like kind of adjacent, there is a shabby looking gentleman. He's wearing some purple robes and has a walking stick and is kind of using his stick in the water. And he's like shuffling up, just water. He just seems to be like rowing, I guess, but he's kind of going the wrong way.
I beg your pardon?
He's like, yes?
I'm terribly sorry. We seem to be a bit out of place and lost. Can you tell us where we are?
Yes, this is the Sea of Uncertainty. You probably fell in, huh? Everybody falls in their first time.
Right. Where would the closest town or village, perhaps, a place of rest or
Right. Yeah. Well, there's
Gotcha.
just the one that's right there. That's Timeborn. That's literally the only place here.
Right. And how would one get there easily?
Oh, you just walk. Like, it's right over there. And yeah, there's enough of these intersecting little bridges and stuff that you could walk over there. Or he's like, oh, you can swim. Some people can fly. I can't fly.
All right. Well, I guess swim over
thank
to
you,
one of
good
these
sir.
ledges, I guess.
What was your name?
Oh. Ammer.
Emma. Thank you very much. It's been very helpful.
You'll remember it because it rhymes with hammer.
I have no idea where that would come in handy, but thank you.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the background of the room Jordan is in, there's just a hammer in his line of sight.
It's
I'm
on
sure
his
there
desk,
is.
no doubt, no doubt.
This is my brother Drew Driver over here. Like,
And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then there's Bill. Oh, that does rhyme with drill, but it's also just a regular name.
I guess we must walk unless you all want to fly.
Shifter doggy paddles to the land
Bless
bridge.
their heart.
They take a very long. They're a very weak swimmer. It's incredibly obvious that they are
Doing
not good at
great.
swimming. This is a trying time for me.
Just remember, flop the legs.
Oh,
Don't try and push.
they're and what you see is them not doing that, but they're doing something different than what they were doing before.
Good.
Still not
Good.
very effective.
Right.
Do you need help? Or
No, I've got. It's just they're just gonna get there last. It's gonna take them a while.
Threw up in water deep.
As you guys are walking towards this city, you feel one of those, like, the entire ground kind of does one of those, like think of the Star Trek ship where they get hit and everyone on the ship will make that, like, shifting motion, just kind of subtle, like, oh, hey. And it's like the entire thing that you're, like, the world just kind of, like juddered for a minute, and it's just kind of a spooky, weird shift. As you're walking towards this, you look up at the sky, and there are more changes in the sky. It went from being the city with the flames and stuff, and now it looks like a city of metallic mushroom-like structures visible through yellow haze.
Oh, my mother went there in college. I
What's
don't
it
know.
called?
I don't know.
What is this place?
So, are we in some sort of? Those of you in plainer knowledge, any ideas as to what's happening, where we are, and what is going on?
What was the name of this city?
Sea of
What did
Uncertainty is
Ammer
the sea.
tell us the name of the city?
Timeborn.
Timeborn.
Does that ring any wizardry-based bells in either Meyer Shifter's head as a general concept?
Probably not, but we can roll if you really, really want to. Either of you can make an Arcana check.
Ted, you should do it. I'm still trying to get my clothes dry.
Okay. All right, I'll make an Arcana check. Here we go. Oh, all right, 24.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's very good for Lagwin. I'm proud of me.
So I'm going to say that while you were at Candlekeep
Sure, that
and
makes
read
sense.
up on a couple of things like a long time ago, you did hear a little bit about Timeborn, which is a city that is out of phase with everything. Like it's a city that shouldn't really exist.
Okay.
And lots of people fall into it, and then you seem to get out here and there. With your very, very high roll, you do know that to get to the city of Timeborn, usually you need these strange exotic coins. that can look like a regular coin.
Okay.
It can also. Oh, I forgot to hit record. This is bad news bears.
Start over.
They can look like a regular coin, but if you really know what you're looking for, they're almost like the equivalent of like a tuning fork for the plane shift spell. But this one will attract you to the path, and the path is kind of this like, as this city, this weird entity thing is streaming or shifting out of the universe and kind of moving around here and there, it leaves behind a wake, and you can fall into that wake and then wind up here, which is in the sea of uncertainty.
Okay, so it's not really necessarily like a true plane. I mean, I guess it is, but it's not like one that's on kind of the Great Wheel situation.
Correct,
this is just
yeah.
like a...
And
I
what
can't
you're
call it
probably
limbo
reading-
because that's something else. But like,
Yes, it's not
essentially,
limbo.
in the non-D&D people's world, this would be like a state of limbo, in and out of time.
In D&D, it would probably be like a very odd demiplane
Okay.
that pushes itself through other planes of existence,
That's...
if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's wild. Wow. We are in the quantum realm. Shifter and Lagwood and Quantumania.
I would like to see that movie. So.
Happening now.
Ted was doing the D&D direct, and I was in his chat because I like chatting with all of his fans and stuff, and they were just like, so with the D&D movie, are they setting up like a big MCU universe? And it's like, yeah, Vecna's gonna be their Thanos. And I was like, oh man, Shifter and Lagwin in Quantumania, like I want to watch that movie.
So anyway, yeah, I'll kind of fill everybody in with the grand scheme of
Wow.
things. But so we're in some sort of weird demi-plane that's not a traditional plane, and it shouldn't exist, but it does, and it's pushing itself through other planes of existence. It does, from what I recall, you can leave, so we're not going to be stuck here permanently. How one leaves, though, I'm not sure. Perhaps we'll just find the right tuning fork, and then we can leave to a specified plane this time.
I will say that
It's
you
just
also-
squeezing water out of their cape and then gives you a thumbs up.
I will also say that you, what you did read at Candlekeep was kind of like a fairy tale. Like,
Okay, so it's kind of
like
all right.
this really isn't like a documented thing at all. Like you're in a weird place that shouldn't exist. But there are stories, you know.
So I really didn't think this place was real. I thought this was just kind of like a fairy tale sort of legend thing that people just made up, you know, when someone maybe gets on some sort of a bender and they think they were somewhere else. They're like, I was in this weird place with a big red sea and a changing city. And it's like, sure you were. That's next time maybe I'll get to go on that trip with you, if you know what I mean. But it was... Anyway, it's real, though. We're here, so that's a thing.
Yes. Would you like to document it yourself so that you can get the clout?
I don't believe anyone would believe us anyway. They'd call us some sort of clout chaser or something.
Yes, that's fair.
Mm.
Well, we
Just
could
because
take...
we got a free trip to this strange demi-plane, all expenses paid.
Well, perhaps we should take some of the water anyways. We could sell it as a high-end product.
Oh, we could market it as low-calorie water because it's lighter.
Yes! Oh, and if we could find a way back here, the market would be perfect for something like that, especially in Sigil.
Well, I guess we
empty bottles.
We should just go to the city and see. I mean, I'm very curious because it literally changed its entire appearance. I can't help but wonder if that's it moving through other planes. The city is shifting to match the plane it's leaving, like whether that was actually possibly the city of Brass because it found itself in the fire plane and now it's shifted to something else and now it's more mushroomy in design.
Well, if you think of the planes as less of linear and more of like moving masses around each other, much like a solar system, perhaps this thing can just pass through them without having to move in a linear path. It's more of a hopping or teleportation type thing.
Like a watery comet.
Right. Did that sound smart? Did that work?
I think
Worked in my head.
Sure.
it is.
I don't know. I still don't know how we ended up here.
We call that a
Oh.
magical mishap in the business.
It's
At least we didn't turn inside out.
It
well,
could
that
be
was
worse.
possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could. That was never off the table. Let's be real.
Mm.
That was an option. We just lucked out to be one in one piece, two
Mm.
in the correct body, and three
Mm.
all together where we ended up. Which
Oh.
is a really a miracle of errors that we all ended up here together. So that's impressive.
I'm just going to point out that this teleportation was flawless. We could have been to that plane where it's just loud wind all the time, but
Ugh.
thanks to me, we're not. Also, I used to be a strong swimmer, but somehow this teleportation has taken that ability away from me. And we all make mistakes, and that's something I'm now going to have to live with, scarred for the rest of my days. So, let's. Oh,
Sorry,
actually,
just like flat faced.
on a serious note, I pull out a giant skull from my backpack.
Yeah.
We do have this Vadi skull from the annoying little demiplane we were just trapped in.
Oh, right.
If this city happens to have any scrolls of Speak with Dead, we might be able to get some information out of it. So everyone
Oh.
keep their eye out, and I'll just put this away so I don't freak out any of the populace. And then I try to shove it back in my backpack, but like it's a giant skull, so it like doesn't really fit. So like some of it's poking out. It's awkward.
What about the mimir? Does it know of this place?
Let's ask.
Let's ask
Mimir.
the Mimir.
Take out the Mimir.
Mimir, darling.
Mimir.
Mimir, darling.
Mimir.
DM,
Mimir.
bring up your Mimir.
Mimir, come.
Rachel. So commanding. Sorry.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
He's a good boy brushing his little teeth. Good boy. I wasn't muted, was I?
No, you were not.
Yeah, it seems to be malfunctioning.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh no, we confused the Mimir.
Oh.
We're going to have to
Mimir.
call tech support now, and we'll be on hold for an hour.
Aren't you tech support?
Oh, well.
I know my mother says that, but it's not true.
I just
Definitely not
unplug it
my
and plug it
job.
back in the router. It's really not that complex.
Unplug the Mimir and plug it back in.
Oh yeah, that's what I'll
Do it right
reset the
back.
Mimir. I'm gonna get a pen and I'm gonna find the little
Teeny,
pinhole
teeny
in the
button.
back of the Mimir that I have to poke to get it to
Mhm.
reset.
All right, as you poke
Too
it,
real. Too real.
does not
you
like.
hurt it. Oh, wrong hole.
Oh, my mistake.
Happens to the best of us.
So the Mimir is not functioning now, so we'll just have to go in blind. I'm sure it'll all
Okay.
work out. It always does.
Well, all right. To the city.
You approach the city. There's a sandy beach there. I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I think I have the wrong settings.
Oh yes, it's a little windy.
If
But this
No.
beach is beautiful.
Yes,
we're stuck
yeah.
here, we can tan. Sure.
And the wall
There's no
there is
sun.
an
There's
entrance
fire.
wall where it's collapsed. So you're not necessarily seeing a gate or anything. There's just like a big and like a huge chunk of this wall is collapsed. And there's quite a few people that are wandering in, wandering out. There's a lot of people on the outside of the wall on this like white sand beach that have sticks and they're digging up, trying to find something, just kind of like walking closer to the water. Some of them are like ankle deep in the water. And looking out, there's definitely like a very quick curve you get a sense that whatever you're on is not a large planet, but probably like more of a smaller meteorite or a small moon, if you will.
That's no moon.
Oh, you beat me to it.
There are people digging about. You can definitely walk in. There is a couple of people that are just kind of standing in front of the entrance. So, what would you guys like to do?
Ask about the sticks, or should we go straight in?
Up to you.
Up
They're
to
digging
me.
in the dirt like peasants.
Yes,
I
maybe
don't-
Let's
we
just
don't want
go
to hurt
in
them.
and maybe somebody will be able to answer our questions.
Right. All right.
If the if the vibe is conducive for asking questions.
Sure. I shall walk up to the front.
Okay. As you go walking up, you can peer in. There, inside the city is a really rundown kind of looking city. There's lots of patchwork buildings with various materials. So some of the buildings, it's like, oh, this is falling down. We'll prop up this stone building with like a tree trunk or something. And then there's other stuff that's built of crystal, but it's like a crystal stone wood hybrid. Like it's kind of whatever they could find to really repair and keep the buildings going. Not a ton of people compared to how large the city is. And as you walk in, the wall is about 50 feet high, and looking past it, there is an enormous tall statue that's about 150 feet tall that is standing on either side of the, or inside the city, but in front of the wall here. It's vaguely humanoid, but it has 4 arms. And there is a lovely young lady who is in armor with a very odd-looking bird thing. She's got dark hair, and she comes running up to you, and she's like, "Oh, yes, hello. Are you guys new? Did you just fall into the Sea of Uncertainty? Are you coming into the city?"
Sure did.
Oh, excellent. Hi. Yes. Well, my name is Darley, and I am an interpreter, which is I'm here to help you. So I can answer questions. I can show you around. Are you guys hungry? I know the best places to go.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, Darley. Thank you very much. We were curious as to what is happening out here with all these people in the sticks.
Oh, they're looking for treasures. You see, as Timeborn comes going over, and we kind of intersect with a bunch of other planes, various magical trinkets and objects fall into the Sea of Uncertainty, and a lot of people make their living by, running around and trying to find said objects. You'll never know what you find. Could be something really good. They're at least hoping.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, yes, if you could point us to perhaps a magic shop then. A place that has tuning forks, perhaps.
Oh, okay, yes. I mean, things come and go, but there is the world's swept market. And they'll have lots of interesting things. I recommend Marigold's Magic. She's really good. Yeah.
All right. So how long have you been here?
Oh, like eons, long time. Yeah,
You look
I
fabulous.
just started working here for the Interpreters Guild, and I'm just here to help people. That's what I want.
And do you want to stay here forever?
Well, maybe not forever. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a lot of people come here and they start thinking it's some kind of like Hotel California where you can check in but you can never leave. But it's really not like that. Like a lot of people come and go. So.
I'm not familiar with the Mama's play.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I think it's a ballad. I think it's a
my
bardic
apologies.
ballad.
Who is this
Quite good.
being? This the statue.
Oh, that's a magical statue. Our leader Mantis will occasionally activate it if the city needs protecting, but I don't think it ever really has been activated. But
Shifter's gonna turn and look at the gaping hole in the wall and be like, "Never needed it, huh?"
oh, not as long as I've been here. Yeah, I don't know.
So that hole is natural?
No, I mean it fell, like the wall came, crumbling down, but
Hmm.
it's now just a great entrance exit. Like it serves both functions, which is kind of cool.
So is there no infrastructure here? Do people not pay taxes? Is a libertarian thing?
I'm not. I mean, I could check with the Interpreters Guild on that. Like, we're more of just like a free association of people. Yeah. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that would do it. And then Shifter's gonna turn to
Hippies.
Lagwin and be like, "This is what happens when you abandon capitalism."
Oh, Shifter, don't get on this again.
Right. Yes. Anyway, so
Oh.
there are free magic items, possibly in the streets, is what it sounds
Oh,
like.
right.
Or in the wherever everybody else is sifting for things. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
And you'll
So-
see like a guy running in, and he's got like a box of like porcelain dishes, and he's just like, "Oh, Jari's gonna love this," and he's like rushing in, and he's like, "Oh, good," and Dory's like, "Oh, good luck." So, or Darley, sorry, Darley's like, "Yeah, good luck, good luck."
What was the name of that magic shop that she mentioned?
Marigolds.
Oh, marigolds, yeah.
So I'm
Marigold's
probably
magic.
at least I will head over that way. But if somebody else wants to stay and like dig in the sand like a filthy beggar, they can feel free to do that.
Well, I do hate sand, but I will attempt to dig in
You
it.
do hate sand. Yes,
You
it gets
would.
everywhere.
It's coarse. It just gets everywhere. Anyway, yes, I will go. I will go sift through the sand.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Nix, would you mind very much keeping an eye on him?
I suppose, but I'm not digging.
Right. I would never ask that.
Okay.
If I find you something nice, I'll let you know. I'll give...
Okay, thank you.
Wait up,
Lagwin,
Shifter.
wait up.
All right.
Lagwin, we'll have you roll a D4 and a D20 and tell me the D4 result and then the D20 result.
Okay. I will ask. I do have groundbreaking technology. Will that
Yes.
assist me in my sifting through sand, my magical shovel?
It will assist you in so the D4 is going to be how many hours you look for something.
Okay.
So I think we could give you a +1 or something so that you have like one less hour to find something interesting because of
I
your
got a
shovel.
4.
You're not like hand digging. So
I got a 4 on my D4.
okay, so 3 hours you spend looking for something.
And here we go. 2.
Ooh, okay. Roll a D100.
Right. Percentile 100. Let's go. 89.
Oh. You find a loose brick structure containing a metal door, and the ash inside suggests many earlier searing hot fires.
On a building?
Apparently, loose brick structure, yeah.
It's a chimney
Well,
or a fireplace.
that was the thing that I found. Do we need bricks for anything?
Are we still good? I've been sitting here for 3 hours just watching you dig this thing up. Do
just
you want me
saying.
to help you lug it back into the city?
No, I don't know if there's a large market for bricks.
Do you want to take some of the ash?
No, I'm good. I think we did it. I did the thing. I found something. Wasn't probably worth anything. You know what? I'll root around in the ash just to see. This is probably just
Okay.
ashes. Dig around in there.
Yeah, let's have you roll another D100.
47.
You find a stick of wood that is actually made of stone, so it's just petrified wood. And when you grab it, the head of the torch lights up, but it gives off no heat. So you have a petrified burning torch, cool to the touch, gives off light like a regular torch.
All right. Well, this is something.
Okay, I'm very proud of you. Let's go find a shifter and
All
fire.
right. Fine. I'm just saying. There's
Um,
more. There's so much more to be dug up.
Yeah, there's a lot.
physically pulling him away from the shore.
I mean, fine, I'm just saying there would be like.
I know,
who
I know. You could
knows?
stay here forever finding I get it. We can come back if you really want to like have a digging expedition. Next job, archaeologist. I don't. Let's go.
All right.
You other two people, Shifter and Siren, you guys are making your way to the World Swept Market, which is a large bazaar in the city. All kinds of vendors selling all kinds of interesting stuff. But you do see that there is a large, well, it's like a forest of tents, really, like a bunch of multicolored tents and things like that. But there is a larger, kind of more permanent shop. And on top of it, there is a big sign that says Marigold's Magic.
Do you think that Lagwin has detect magic?
Oh, yes, I've seen him cast it before, as I recall.
I hope he remembers to use that.
Otherwise, he'll just be digging for nothing.
You'll probably find a shell or a rock or something.
It doesn't go through a certain amount of sand, LB.
It's only 1 inch of sand.
You're not here. Anyway,
Neither
Um,
shall we?
that's true.
Yeah, let's go in. Is that lady still with us?
She can be if she wanted to. Yeah.
I'd probably ask her to come with us.
Yeah, yeah. So
because she's
she'll
hot.
point out a bunch of stuff. She's like, here's the marketplace. This is really good. Oh, there's some good food over there. Yeah, and this is Marigold's.
On the way, I'm gonna ask if there's any good places for stir fry, because I've just had a hankering for stir fry lately.
You know, I don't. We're gonna say yes. I do believe that you could probably get what you're looking for at the Crossplane Cantina.
Oh,
Oh.
excellent.
Fancy.
Just a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of sour. I just haven't had
Mhm.
that in forever. Well, let's see what kinds of magic items they've got in here. Oh, I also turn my cape red in an attempt to blend in.
Okay.
Mhm. But yeah, we enter the shop.
So the shop is so busy. There's like a couple people looking at things here and there. Lots of weapons and various trinkets and things like that. And there's a lot of magic here, like magic items. And the person behind the counter is a female drow, and she is thinking like Pawn Stars. Like she's on the other side of the thing, and she's like negotiating with somebody. Like, best I can do. It's like 4 gold. The best I can do. Like, I don't know. And so she's negotiating back and forth with that. And the guy's like, and he takes his like random egg that he's holding and he storms out because he's not getting the price that he wants. And she turns to you and she's like, "Oh, Wes, welcome. Are you buying or selling today?"
We will be buying today, man.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes. Well,
Uh,
great. I mean, what are you looking for? My inventory changes daily, so.
Are you familiar with the concept of a planar attuned tuning fork? And then I'm going to like hold out my hand and use minor illusion to create an illusion of a tuning fork.
And she'll look at it and she's like, yes, very, very acquainted. I believe we have a few that I could dig up if you're interested.
I would
Where
love to see those.
specifically are you trying to get to?
You know, the Outlands would be the most helpful, but really, any old place.
Okay.
Well, what do you have?
Well, let's look. And she walks off into the back for a little bit. And she's kind of checking on, and she pops back out. No stealing. She goes back and like works on it a little bit. Let me bring up a map. Great.
If she's gonna turn to Siren and just be like, "It's like she knows us."
It's quite nice. Feels like home. What else do we need while we're here?
I was gonna look for some spell scrolls and really anything else that caught my eye. There's just such an eclectic group of things here.
Yes, well, I do love a shopping episode.
I just hope they take normal money and not like,
Ooh.
produce or something.
I think it's
She comes back and she's like, well, I don't necessarily have anything for the Outlands, but I did find 2. I've got one here for Limbo, and this other one is for the Abyss. Both not very popular. You can probably see why they haven't been.
Hmm.
Well,
How much
we
each
do need to go
are
to
you
the
asking?
Abyss.
Oh, well, Limbo, I think will be 100 gold pieces, and the Abyss, I mean, it's 50. Like, I could go lower. Nobody wants this.
Who wants to go to the Abyss? I've been there. Unpleasant. Not interested in going back. So I will take Limbo for 100, and I will buy the Abyss along with it for an additional 40. How does that sound to you?
Oh, fabulous. Yes. And she'll hand those 2 over to you. For 140 gold.
140 gold. I'm also going to be like, do you have any clothing items? We run a little side business, always looking for fashionable items from around the plains.
Yeah, and she's got like a really nice cloak and stuff. And when you start talking fashion, she kind of like perks up, like, yeah. Well, I mean, I have various things. What would be the best way of getting in contact with you? Well, like, where's your shop?
Oh, we're in Sigil,
Okay, yes.
big market there.
Right. I don't have direct access to Sigil, but I bet I could find something, and maybe we could exchange, or like I can provide you some materials. You can create some really fantastic, time-born, outfits that all be the rage in Sigil, and then vice versa. I could have some Sigil-looking outfits. I love this.
Shifter is very excited by this concept, and they're gonna turn to Siren and be like, Siren, this might be amazing. Just think, a new place to get fringe.
Of course. Well, beaded fringe is really, I feel it in my bones. That's going to be the next big thing.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Do you perhaps have a blade that is just a hilt, and then when ignited becomes a sword of fire or a sword of light?
Oh, that's a tall question. Here, I'll go. Let me. And she actually pulls out a book and she's like flipping through it. She's like, "Well, I think the closest thing I have to something of that would be the Starblade. Does that ring a bell?"
It sounds familiar. Could you go into a little bit more detail about it?
Well, it's a dagger. The blade doesn't necessarily like come. It's not a hilt where the blade just comes out of nowhere, but it it's made of stars, and so it can get very bright. It can get very dark. Cuts through anything, from what I've heard.
Does it? Well, that sounds lovely. Do you have one?
Yes, I happen to have just one.
Oh, all right.
It's very rare, though. I mean, could be quite expensive.
Yes, it might be. And also, do you have any? Let's see. We might be in need. I've just lost my thought. What do we need? What is Vincent? He's a being that is in a thing, and then he comes out.
An onyx figurine is the
Yes.
specific type of magic item.
We tend to fly a lot, and we are looking for another item that would allow us more room to stretch and not be on a fly. No offense.
Right.
Love him.
Well, how much are you willing to pay for such an item?
Well, I suppose it depends on what it does and how often it can be used.
That's true. I don't necessarily want... I'm not in the business of cheating you by any means, but I will say I don't have anything like that on hand right now, but I will keep an eye out at the bazaar today, and if you come back tomorrow, I can perhaps provide you said item.
Oh, wonderful.
Just kind of looking for how much you're willing to spend, because I don't want to buy like a very
right.
legendary item, and you're like, oh,
Right.
rich for my blood,
Right. Well, Shifter, how much was Vincent?
Gosh, how much was? Oh, so Vincent is specifically a figurine of Wondrous power. As we know, 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, it doesn't give set
Super
prices
good.
for their items.
What's the rarity though?
I believe it's rare. Figurine of Wondrous power, Ebony Fly is rare. Yes,
Rare. Okay,
Wondrous
yeah.
item.
So if it's rare, she's thinking.
And there's a bunch of different kinds that
Yeah.
are like different animals.
There's a griffin and stuff.
But
too,
I think they're all rare. Yeah.
I think there's a couple that are
One of them
very-
are good.
No, the obsidian steed is very rare. Yeah, and the silver raven is uncommon.
There's
So you
also-
can't ride a raven.
Yeah, you can buy that.
There's the owl or something? Serpentine owl, right? That's one.
So, a roundabouts, would that be like 600 gold?
So
1,000 gold?
a rare would be
a dragon,
2,000 to 1,000, like roughly 1,000
Okay.
to 2,000. So
All right. Well, let's see. Probably around 1,000.
it's like, oh, all right. Well, I will keep an eye out and
See what
please
you can
check
find.
back tomorrow.
Appreciate it. All right, and then the dagger.
Oh yes, and she'll pull it out. She's like, this is very rare. It's going to cost you about 30,500 gold. But she'll put it
30,000.
down. And I will see if I can get a picture of it for you. But I don't necessarily want you to have all of the text around it.
Yeah.
During this, Shifter has found the section for clothing, and it's just, become lost.
You're like so excited.
Yeah.
I do trade.
Yes, very much so.
So I do have some things that I wanted to get rid of, and perhaps we could bargain down the price. Just I have this sword that I simply don't use anymore. I'm just very dexterous in my abilities. I don't like to get such a big, heavy thing. I believe it is called a luck blade.
Oh, does it, may I see it?
She produces it.
Yeah, and it looks like it's out of wishes. Not
Can't
as
those
lucky
things
as
be
it used to be.
recharged? Oh, it's still quite
Unfortunately,
lucky.
luck blades, I don't think they can. They're one-time use, and when the wishes are gone, they're gone. I hope you didn't get cheated when you bought this, or at least you got
no.
use of a wish.
Oh, I did. I had to save everyone's lives as per usual. Anyways,
She's like, well, yes, I mean, we could probably buy this for 300-400 gold, I suppose, if you want to knock off the price.
and what about a wand of wonder?
Wand of Wonder.
I believe it still has most of its charges left.
Wand of Wonder. We're going all board shopping episode.
Look, if we're doing it, we're doing it.
Oh, that's
we're digging
rare.
in the
So, yeah.
sand.
She would give you probably like 800 gold for that. Maybe 1,000 if you negotiate. Yeah, we'll say 1,000. Like, she'll give you that. It's a rare item, so yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds good for me. I will check back tomorrow, and then obviously I don't think anybody's going to be taking that. I mean, if they do, the dagger. But
Well, would you like to try it out? See if it goes well with you? And I put a picture in our Discord chat if you want to see. But
of course. Oh, Sarah looks at it, and Shifter just sees her eyes like dilate a little bit, and just oh my god, like
Yeah, Shifter's
Nice.
walked up with a paisley coat, being like, I'm thinking about, oh, I see you found something very exciting.
so it's a +2 bonus attack and damage, and it's a dagger. Very rare, requires attunement. As a bonus action, you can cause a star visible in the blade to flare brightly, and a target you choose within 10 feet makes a Constitution saving throw, or they're blinded until the beginning of your next turn. In addition, you can hide the dagger by putting it into the sky with stars and plucking it out of the sky. So it's kind of got like extra dimensional spots, but it has to be nighttime so you can put it with stars. So
Ooh.
Shifter, I need this item.
Can you afford
So,
it?
so, just as an aside, well, it is
It's-
beautiful. Thank you very much. We'll check back in tomorrow about that item, and I'll chat and see what the finances are about this one.
Very well.
Beautiful.
Enjoy your stay.
Alright,
Take care.
Thank you. They get out of the shop, and Syra just grabs Shifter by the cloak. I need it, Shifter. I need it.
It's like if you want to steal it, we can steal it. I'm not above it. But they do seem like an awfully useful business partner to have
I
in
know.
fashion. What was
Look
the
at the-
price for it? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at those lovely jackets.
30,000 gold.
No,
Oh.
3,500.
Oh God! I was like, just what?
Did I say 1,000? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's 3,500. You could
Okay.
totally get it if you wanted to. Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not the
Okay.
price of a car.
Right.
The
All right, and then it was
1,500.
about 1,000 for the thing, depending on if they can get it or
Mhm.
not. Well, I mean, well, Lagwin has all of our money, right?
I have some of my own funds, but not nearly that much.
No, I have 1,600.
More than me. But did you think about? Do you don't have anything you can sell, make up the difference?
Well, I could sell the Wand of Wonder, which will only cause chaos if I use it. Let's be honest.
But that's
and
what's
they
fun about it.
I know. They said they give me about 800, 600, 800,
Holy
maybe 1,000.
goodness. That's highway
Yeah.
robbery.
Oh, that's what we could. We'll negotiate, but I just wanted to get out of there before I gave my hand, because goddamn.
I can't believe I got these forks for so cheap. I mean, sure, they're not to pleasant places, but normally these things are very expensive.
That's true. Well, I have a bunch of random little things, and I don't have many attuned items. I haven't used my Hat of Disguise in quite some time. My Ring of Poison Resistance. Anyways.
Oh, that reminds me. You can certainly sell your Have Disguise, but I was thinking the next time we're in Sigil, if you could lend that to the other shifter, I feel like it would be a boon to them in their pursuits.
Oh.
Oh, just because, well, I mean, they're me, so they certainly like to use illusions to disguise themselves, but they have limited spell slots that don't regenerate.
Oh, I see.
So to have
I
an
forget
item
it's not
that
just a
allows them to do
clone.
that. Yeah, unfortunately not. I'll get that spell eventually.
it's a
So
And then
bit
you
of a
realize
very
that
hard.
Darley is still behind you. This is just a fascinating conversation you guys are having.
No.
Darley, I'm glad you're still here. You're going to take us out for stir fry while we wait for our friends to arrive.
Well, where should we? Do they know how to get there? Should I go look for them?
Yes,
sure they'll
you're going
find
to
it.
look for them. Well, we eat dinner.
I'm getting mixed signals here.
She's the help shifter. She loves doing these things.
But I want to have dinner with her. She's very good looking.
That's fair. She is very good looking. All right. Please join us for dinner. That would be lovely.
Fantastic. Well, okay, I'll go right over there, and she'll give you like a point out to a 4-story building that's and she's like, that is the cantina, and go there, get a table, say hi. I'll run back and grab your friends.
We'll get a table. We'll order drinks. We'll have it ready for you when you get back.
Right.
Fantastic.
Are you of drinking age here?
I'm almost 300 years old. I'm okay. Yeah.
Oh, gods. Okay. That's fine. I need your skincare routine.
Oh well, it involves a lot of moisturizer.
With the sunscreen in it. I got it. All right.
Right.
So we go
Not a
do
lot
that.
of UV rays here in.
Yeah.
So.
They
We
bounce
go-
off the sea very well.
Yeah. So she'll run and grab you two, Lagwin and Nyx. Blanked on your name. Sorry. If you guys are willing to follow her back, we can all meet up at the
Sure.
Cross Plains Cantina.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a pretty rowdy, fun place. It's overlooks the market, so you would too. Nyx and Lagwin would be walking by and see like the bustling people and stuff. Everybody working, selling things. And coming in here, you see your good friends Shifter and Siren sitting down at a table. They probably already had a couple drinks. The bartender is also the owner, and it's a red tiefling, and she has just been mixing drinks and laughing with patrons and living her best life.
What's her name?
Her name is Sava, and this is actually Sava's Crossplane Cantina. Savva. She's like, "Oh, Siren, these are your friend. Yeah, sit down. You got yeah." She'll bring over like some mugs of ale and stuff. It's like,
Nick.
"Oh yeah."
You have to
Like,
try this. It tastes like cinnamon.
And she
You were
looks like
way
she's
ahead
like,
of
"Darlie,
us.
this one's for you."
This is Sava. Sava owns the restaurant and makes a mean beverage.
We decided to wait to eat until you got here, so we've just been
That's so
drinking on
polite
an
of
empty
you,
stomach.
but I wish you hadn't.
Mhm.
No, it's fine. What did you find in the sands?
Well, I found a chimney, which
A magical chimney?
it was
Did it
certainly.
transport us away?
It was not structurally sound.
Oh.
Not even really held together by magic. But I found this.
A stick. See, I told you.
See? Yes.
Lagwood, you're so talented.
And then I will light the stick into a torch.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
A
See this?
spell that
You're
even
so
I
lucky
can
they're
do.
drunk.
And then I will go
Right.
over to, and I'll be like, look, no heat at all.
I'm fireproof, Lagwin.
It's not for you. You can see in the dark. So can I. So can Nyx, but Shifter can't. Nobody ever remembers that.
Oh, poor thing.
Don't remind
That's right.
them.
You are
I'm-
challenged in the visual department, are you not?
You're going to
Shifter
give them a
starts
complex
pretend
again.
Well, listen.
they start pretend crying while they cast the spell light repeatedly.
See? Now you can save yourself the instance of having to spend that cantrip. And then there you go. Besides, if you find yourself-
can we please get some food?
In
Ah,
combat,
stir fry! And she'll run
Thank
out.
you.
Right.
We need carbs, my friends.
Oh, carbs are for the weak.
So Darlie is very interested sitting with you. She's having her stir fry and beverages. Doesn't seem to be as inebriated as the rest of you, or as the two of you. And she's, or well, okay, it just Siren. So, she's like, so
Darling.
lots of people fall here, but where did you guys come from?
You're asking a lot of questions. Are you a spy?
No.
Are you a cultist? You have to tell us if you are. It's the law.
Yeah, that's the part of the thing. The cult, they sign. No, I'm not a cultist. No.
Oh,
Oh.
No, I'm an
thank
interpreter.
goodness.
I work here
didn't-
at Timeborn, and I help Evers, and I'm part of the Interpreters Guild.
Do you get paid?
Yes, yeah. If you need translations or interpretations or contracts or things like that, we work with the city. We work with our leader, Mantis.
Did they eat the head of the lovers?
The insects, yes, but not the leader of Timeborn. No.
Mm.
She rarely talks, actually. So,
Mm.
but
Wow.
you two, did you have any luck in the sand? What are you looking for? as
Lagwood
you-
found a stick.
I did. I found a magic stick.
Oh, well, I know there's a cloud giant named Jari who he would be willing to buy those from you. For he tends to buy up all of the random trinkets that people find on the street. Where he gets all the gold, I still don't know, but
Mm. Well, that's good to know. It was worth the time just to see. You never know what you're going to find.
Like
Especially if this
sand and
place is
sticks.
constantly moving, right? You'll be finding new things all the time.
If that's how you want to justify spending 3 hours digging.
I mean, I had a great
Sorry,
time.
Nyx.
You didn't have to come with me. I had a great time.
Somebody had to make sure you didn't get murdered by cultists.
Listen,
Mhm.
right? They don't know I'm here. I mean,
Mm.
probably. This place doesn't even.
Languid.
People don't even know this place exists. People think it's fake in a fairy tale.
You
It's
are
fine.
probably safer here than most other places.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, this is not like on the regular path.
Well, pardon me for being cautious.
It's fine.
Now you've upset her. Say you're sorry.
Oh no,
Languid.
I'm not. You know what I look like when I'm
Oh,
upset.
yeah, no, I'm
That's
fine.
fair.
This is all good.
Or
Really.
veiny, you know.
No eyes. No, my eyes
Fire.
aren't glowing, are they?
Yeah.
We're good.
Lagwin, you
Mm.
have funds, right? You keep charge of the funds.
I didn't bring them with me. That would seem like a foolish thing to do.
Well, there's an item that I want.
Sure.
How much do you need?
Like 2,000 gold.
And what is this item that you need so much?
It's a very special dagger that one
Sure.
can store discreetly, and it would work really well for my abilities. And it's
Pretty,
very
isn't it?
rare. It's very pretty. It's made of stars.
Oh, so you're taking after me then?
Well, I was hoping they'd have one of your swords, but yeah.
I see.
kind
So
of.
I'm inspiring you. So this is wonderful. What? I'm glad you're
Mhm.
coming around to my way of thinking.
Right, of course. Do you have the money?
I could loan you some money. Yes, I don't have. Perhaps there are things that I could part with that would help.
Okay, hear me out.
Mm.
I could lend you most of it.
Oh.
We're also in the crowded place, and there's no bard.
Ah, I thought you were talking about other things to payment. but
No,
that's
no.
fine.
Well, I mean, we also could attempt to negotiate.
Of
with
course, yes,
this
no, yes,
person.
but I just want to make sure that we have enough in general.
I mean, I also can I like look at the person who we just met who's sitting at this table, and then I'm like,
Hi!
Hi.
Darlene!
Are you turning a new leaf, Siren? Are we legitimate business people now? Is this your news? Are you doing this now with the paying for things?
Do you want me to steal it?
Oh.
I can steal it. Oh, I could steal it really well.
I don't.
With
but I
Mantis
just,
in control of the city, I don't think you should be stealing. There's a lot of repercussions for
Listen,
that.
I've
I'm
already caused
gonna
enough
lead
trouble.
over and just cover Darley's ears.
just give her earmuffs.
Still hear you.
No, I
She's
just
kidding. She's kidding.
wow. This is
Yes.
what a thing. First of now, you're legitimate business. Trying to emulate me. What a wonderful time we're having in this. I don't feel like we should ever leave this place. This is a wondrous place. I love
yes,
this.
it's so great. You're going to give me the money, though, right?
I can loan you I can loan you a large portion of the money and get you there. Perhaps
All
we
right.
can negotiate.
I don't have to make out with you, do I?
No.
Because you're not as
Ugh.
soft as Nyx is.
When have I ever given you any signals?
I just want to make sure everyone's having a good time. So I just wanted to make sure that that's not where this was
And
going.
I look at Shifter and I look at Nyx and I'm
Shifter's
like,
making vomiting noises.
yeah, it's like I'm not. Have we ever had like?
No.
There's
That's
never
why I didn't want you to
been-
get the wrong idea.
Never been a vibe of any of this.
No.
No, please. That's the
No.
furthest thing. Like, please.
I'm not into humans.
and I
or
have no
elves.
interest in ever doing anything like that with you ever.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
I can
Darley
give
says.
you
And Shifter's
1,000
like,
gold.
exactly. That was very insulting.
Oh, wait. And then you feel the whole thing as you guys like,
Ah!
oh, sorry, we just
Siren is just on the floor.
ran into
Now
another one.
catches
It's difficult sometimes when we shift and jump like that, but we should be good now.
Well, where are we now?
Oh, I don't know. We'd have to go check. Probably the archivist can tell us. They have the telescope, so they can look up and really pinpoint where we're at.
Right. How often does that happen?
Oh, sometimes an hour, sometimes a day, sometimes a
Oh.
week.
Can you just pop off into that plane?
Oh yeah, if you just fly up, you can go straight up there, and there you go.
Can
Okay.
you fly?
Or I mean, there's other ways. I'm sure if you go back into the sea, you could swim around. There's whirlpools there that will take you to various planes.
Plane traveling, Lagwin, that reminds me, I found 2 instruments of our salvation. I'm gonna take out the 2 tuning forks, which probably both look really gross because of
Yeah.
the places they're connected to.
I think the abyssal one's like sludgy. Probably you're like,
Yeah.
oh, like you can't ever clean it enough. Like
Mhm.
it's just.
These
we've
are
got
something.
Limbo and the Abyss. I know they're not lovely options, but they're all they had. And those places do have gate towns, I'm sure. So we could probably find our way back to the Outlands as long as we can get to one of the major plains.
Sure.
Heading to the abyss, huh? There's
No,
there's a
no,
war going on with
mm-mm.
Lotha here.
No, no.
Not if we don't have
What?
to.
Wait, what do you hear
I mean,
about both?
if Limbo is the lesser of 2 evils here.
Ah,
although-
yes, I
It
suppose
is.
yeah.
Although I
Uh,
don't relish going to Limbo.
This is not the windy one, right?
No, that's Pandemonium.
Oh, right.
Is Limbo the one with the frogs?
L- mm. It's definitely the one with the Gith. There's definitely Gith there in Limbo. I know that.
Oh, those the rhino the
No.
Oh,
Then-
you're
No.
thinking, yeah, Jif, yeah.
No,
those
no,
are the
we're-
hippo people.
the
Well,
hippos. Yes, yes.
We're
No,
thinking
no, that's
green.
No, the frog slatty, they do live there. Yeah,
Oh, great.
Some say they were originated there, I believe.
I knew it. I knew one of the planes had the frogs. We went through this in the past, and
Oh,
I had the
that's not
wrong one, and it
even-
was embarrassing.
I mean, that's almost worse. I mean, the Abyss, everything's bad. Birthing strange frog people from your chest cavity, also not good.
Well,
Really?
Slotty, you're so nasty.
Maybe we should just go swim in, find a whirlpool and hope for the best.
I think we've already played that game once, and
Well, worst case scenario, I mean, okay, hear me out. Whirlpool, is it worse than the Abyss or Limbo? Because worst case scenario, we go to one of those places.
Right.
Yeah, been
Here's
to the
an
plane of fire.
alternative option.
Sure.
There's that person that everybody sells all of the trinkets that they find on the beach to.
Right.
Sure.
I wonder if
maybe.
they sell things. Maybe there happens
Oh.
to be a tuning fork. I don't know what kind of
Yes.
things people find. I don't know if it's magical items. I don't know if
Or we
I
could
don't
go
know. We
digging
could
for
always-
tuning forks.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you totally could. That would take
Listen,
up your whole
No,
evening.
that's not.
I'll go
what
out
I
and
was
I'll
thinking.
comb the sands and see what I can find. It'll be great. Comb the desert. It'll be great.
Do you have
Yes.
an Onacomb?
We've seen your hair, Lagwood. You definitely don't.
You don't know
Mm.
what I do, but anyway.
I want to point out because I just discovered this, and I think it's great. If you go to the wiki for Planescape stuff, the different tuning forks have different materials they're made out of for the different planes, and they have
Ooh.
different notes they're attuned to. So
Oh,
the
interesting.
Abyss is made out of iron, and it's a D sound, and the Limbo one is made out of nickel, and it's a C sound.
Oh.
I like
Oh.
that. I like that a lot, actually.
That's really
That's
good.
very. It's very good. I like that.
So that's what I've got. Oh,
It's just shifters over there.
ding, ding.
It's a C.
If you play them together, will you end up somewhere else?
It's called the
Mhm.
Symphony of the Universe, and yeah.
Let's say if we get another one,
that-
we could make a chord of these things, and we could really start doing all sorts of crazy things.
The classic
Nyx
three.
has a guitar.
No, but yes, you're right.
Let me make my own music, Siren.
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to step on you, Shifter.
Did
You're
I-
wonderful.
did
I
I
love
hit the-
being here with you.
I hit the C one, and I'm like me, and then I
Oh.
trip over a little bit.
You're slightly off.
Very off. It's really hard. To
She's
listen
being, she's trying to be nice.
to.
You're slightly off. A little. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Do you
But,
want Nix? Do you want to play while we wait for the stir fry?
I mean, I can. How much? If I lend you 1,000 gold,
Right.
and I don't know how much Lagwin is, how short are we? And I can see if I can make that up in tips. I don't. Maybe these patrons look
Ah.
very generous.
Right. Well, Lagwin, were you planning on giving me 1,000 to match?
Sure.
Wonderful. I will need 1,000 then.
How much do you have?
Not a lot.
Give me an estimate. What are you working with as far as gold goes?
Mm,
As like the richest nepo baby of Waterdeep, what are you?
Well, I mean, I
Yes,
haven't been
I forgot.
home. I haven't been home in quite some time, and we've been spending money on a lot of different things. The life of the road is very luxurious. It can be if you use
So
the right
anyway, the
tools.
answer to the question, Siren.
It's
How much do you have, and how much is this thing that you
150 gold.
is all you have?
All I have.
Deception check.
Yeah, I have 100% do not believe you.
There's no way you're not rolling at disadvantage this inebriated.
That's
Come
fair.
on.
That's fair.
In the background, Shifter is trying to get Darly, that's her name, right?
Darly, yep.
To do a song with them.
Oh, I'm not as good as anyone. I'm more of a interpreter kind of gal. I don't
You have to
think I could-
believe in yourself.
Yeah, they say that, but then I go to those karaoke's and nobody wants to listen to me.
Yeah.
So they say I say it wrong too. They're like, "It's karaoke," and I'm like, "I don't know."
Oh my
Just-
god.
Oh, she's
hard.
so cute.
Siren, I'm good, but I don't know if I'm 1,000 gold in one night good.
Oh, well, we'll pull through, I'm sure.
Mm.
Sava,
Ah, yeah, yes.
I play a little. Would you mind if I entertained your patrons?
Ooh, nope. That sounds wonderful. Do you need me to bring you some kind of piano or I don't know?
I have several
washboard?
instruments.
Oh, okay, excellent.
A washboard.
Washboard.
Playing the washboard.
Bucket. Spoons? I have spoons.
Spoons. Oh, yes.
Yes.
And I believe this gentleman has a tuning fork. So
I hit one of the
Perfect.
tuning forks. Ding.
Thank you. Thank you.
see. Very good.
Mm.
And Nix will have
So
you
you're
sigh.
looking to play for tips, is that it?
Yeah, we're gonna play for
Okay.
tips. See
All right,
how
let's,
much of this she can make.
Are you telling a story? Are you singing a song? What's your entertainment before you roll?
What's the vibe in the bar right now? You said it's pretty rowdy. And...
It is, yeah. This is like a pretty popular. It's 4 stories tall. There's like rooms to rent at the top and things like that. But yeah, it's she's a very jovial tiefling, and she's pouring drinks and running around bartending and having a good time. This is like the place to be. So with the market
do
winding
music,
down
then.
and things like that. So okay.
It'll probably be songs.
I mean, you probably see like some guy. Do you take requests?
I know it. They'll play it, bud.
I've always wanted to hear TikTok by Kesha.
Oh, I know Kesha. She's an absolute darling.
It's Kasha!
Wow. And it's pronounced karaoke. Nobody cares.
And she'll start with TikTok by Kesha, I guess.
All right. Wake up in the morning and he's like, oh, he's right there. Feel like, yeah.
She just
Bottle of Jack.
All Kesha songs.
Yeah, all Kesha.
All Kesha, all night.
I mean, he alone will drop 100 gold because he's so happy about that. But roll a d20 or roll a performance check.
Do I trust D&D Beyond? Yeah, let's do it.
Roll number 1.
Oh,
Never trust.
Dirty
D.
20. That's
Oh.
not great for my plus 14 to performance.
Oh yeah, that is
That's-
okay. It
So-
puts it into perspective. Let's roll some money. Looks like you were popular, but not like insanely popular. So
Only that one guy knows who Kesha is, so like these aren't hitting with everybody.
yeah,
That tracks.
a lot of people are like, I thought that was a Lady Gaga song? No, they're different. Anyway, so you get isn't she Harley Quinn? Shut up. So the 100 that he gives you, on top of that, you now have 186. So that is what you made total for the evening of revelry. Savo will ask you if you guys are staying the night.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose.
All right. Do you want one room, 2, or 4 separate rooms?
How much are rooms, by the way?
Oh, it's like a gold a piece. Or if you wanted, like if you want 4 separate rooms, 4 gold. If you want one larger room, I can put all 4 of you in there for 2 gold.
One larger room. I made an executive
There you go.
decision.
Oh, all right. Well, that
Cool.
works.
And we'll take
Safer
a
that way.
small little break as you guys take a long rest and figure out what you want to do.
Hey.
All right. Sounds good. Will be. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Are we back? We're back. Maybe. Yes.
And we're back. You guys go into your room. It's very nice. You take a long rest. It is a fairly uneventful night, and you do feel no restraints on your magic. Like, you're not trapped here by any means. You just kind of stumbled into a transitive plane, is what it feels like. In the morning, if you can call it that, because there's weird day-night cycles here. But the ceiling has changed, the roof of this place has changed again, so that you're looking at yet another random plane of existence. In Timeborn, in the morning, what are we wanting to do? Are you guys making your preparations to leave? Do you want to go talk to Marigold, I assume? And perhaps Jari, who is the cloud giant that buys things. You could go digging for items again. You can go back to the Interpreters Guild to find Darley. You could also try to visit. You find out through talking with people that there is a very large library here called the Library of Worlds. And the archivists there are constantly cataloging bits of information from the planes as it comes falling into this demiplane. Those are kind of our options. Oh, and that Library of Worlds has the observatory, which is the large telescope that points up to the plane that is currently above, looking out. So those are kind of our options for right now. Divide or go together as a group.
We have to go back to the shop today. Did you guys want to go talk to the big giant as well?
Maybe we should start there first.
Anyone who wants to sell anything should probably go there. Let's see what's in my inventory.
Does anyone have any lay-on hands available?
None of us are paladins, so no. Last I
I
checked.
have this scroll of create homunculus. I could sell that.
A lesser restoration, perhaps?
Would lesser restoration help your hangover?
Yes.
She casts lesser restoration.
Oh!
So, I feel like you're unable. All right, never mind.
Thanks! Thank you! I feel amazing now. Who wants breakfast?
I'm not going to do that every time you overserve yourself.
I believe you.
I'm probably lying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I can fix it, I can.
I suppose we
That's
should.
why I love you.
Go to that giant and then see what's going on with that.
You make your way back into the market, and he's pretty easy to find. It's a tent, but it's a large tent because this is a cloud giant. And there's a handwritten sign out front that says Jari's Marvelous Finds. And there's a line of people that are kind of coming up and trying to sell various things. Like, one guy has like a broken pocket watch. Another guy has a brick chimney that he was really excited that he found, but it seems to be missing the weird, petrified log in the middle. And Jari's just like, well, if you don't have the log, then I gotta give you I could take it for like 1 gold. And he's like, okay. Sells it. Behind Jari, which is this very large cloud giant who is dressing in a well-tailored, multicolored kind of suit, like really, really fancy looking cloud giant. He's buying things left or here and there, kind of wagering with people. Behind him is a very large treasure chest that is open, and your perceptive wizard eyes and probably your perceptive thief eyes can see that it is in interdimensional space, so kind of like a bag of holding. Like within this giant chest, it goes way far. There's probably a lot of stuff he keeps in that. And he comes up and he's like, yes, do you have something to sell? Are you looking to buy? I am Jari. Hello.
A little bit of both. Hello,
A little bit
Johnny.
of both. Okay, yes.
Well, I have this incredible mirror that shows what you would look like as the opposite gender.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me see.
Would you
let me
like to see it? Yeah. No?
Yes, I would like to see, yes. I've always wanted to know what female Jari would look like. Very excited.
Probably very attractive.
Yes.
He hands over the gender bend hand mirror.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 7 gold.
I'll think about it.
Okay,
I was
5 gold.
wondering-
You pushed me hard, yes.
That's
5 gold?
less.
Yeah, it
No.
is less. Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, here
I'll
you go.
just keep it then. Do you have any in that vast amount of treasure? Do you by chance have any attuned tuning forks?
I might. Where specifically are you looking to go?
One of the Outland Gate towns, or Sigil, or and she looks to her friends, or
But you can't do Sigil because you
Oh,
can't
not
plane
Sigil,
shift into
right.
Sigil.
one
yeah,
of the
you can't
Outlands.
plane
Yeah.
shift into Sigil. That's not going to happen. The Outlands are also difficult because, I mean, you don't want to get halfway and hit one of the magical barriers that causes you to, magic to fail, and all of a sudden your teleportation stops and you drop 1,000 feet. Yeah, it's got to be a plane. I mean, those things are there. So I
This
can
is
go
not
look.
my area of expertise. This is
And why am I talking to you? And next, come here.
I have this wonderful spell scroll of Create Homunculus, a 6th level spell, powerful magic.
Wow. Ooh. And he's like, I'm not one for wizardy stuff, but I could probably sell this. What level is that spell?
A 6th level spell.
6th level spell. Ooh. He's like, can give you probably 600 gold for this.
600 gold for this? Absolutely not. I roll the scroll back up.
Okay, you put a 500, but that's my final offer.
Yeah, have you ever actually bargained with anybody off world? Just curious.
No, I bargain quite a bit, but I feel a lot of people, being that I'm the only one who buys things here for the most part. If I go
You've
lower
cornered the
on the next
market.
one, yeah, so if I go lower on the next one, they're going to be like, oh, then he won't even take it. And so, they'll sell it. Kind of.
I see. Interesting tactic. Will not work.
Yeah,
on
it
us.
works more than you'd think. Yeah.
Right,
So-
right. Not on us though.
Shifter looks over at the person who had like the chimney that they had dug up and be like, well, I suppose it does work on some. And
What? He like cries and runs off.
my bricks.
My bricks. My boy.
Yeah.
Father, help.
It's so good. In terms of tuning forks, what about the prime material?
Well, that's a tall order, because are you trying to get to any prime material plane? Are you trying to get to a specific one? And then you have to think about all of the branches of reality in that. Like, do you want the one where you're a king, the one where you're poor? You're better off going to the Astral Sea, I think, and trying to find the gate yourself.
This plane shifting stuff hurts my head.
I have the stick. I will produce the stick that I got that came out of the chimney.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
2 gold.
All right.
Here you go. See?
Shifter's
No
gonna step in and
stick.
go 1 gold.
I already
Oh, this
sold
guy
it.
knows. He's good. He's really good.
Mhm. Where did you get a stick from?
Oh, you really don't remember anything that happened yesterday, do you, Siren?
Well, I remember going to the bar, and then we had peppermint schnapps, and then we had that the fire drink with the cinnamon. Very good.
Did we ever get stir fry?
You ate 3
must have.
bowls.
Oh,
Well.
you do have a great appetite.
Shame I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm sure it tasted very
Must have
good.
been great.
I don't know. Shifter is like, well, we should just go back to this magic lady shop. She was way cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't been there yet. What was her name? Marigold?
Yeah,
Goldberry.
what is it?
So are you good then? Seems like there's nothing you want from
Yes,
me.
thank
yes?
you.
Away you go back to Marigold's magic. You walk into her shop. Ding, there's a little bell at the top. She's very excited to see you. She's like, I have the things that I have some options that I think you guys would be
Lovely.
very, very interested in. And so we'll just bring those out right now. And she
Then a bunch of cultists attack us.
and a bunch of cultists attack. You guys are so
Yeah.
focused on cultists.
All right, they're all like, Lagwin is evil. We must destroy him, and then they jump out.
More like you don't deserve that. And I'm like, I don't feel like I deserve it as much as anybody else, but all right. I literally came by
You don't
this
deserve
fair.
that. Prove it.
I was like, I came by this quite literally fair and square.
Mm.
So, you know.
So,
It found you.
right. We would like the
What things did you have?
dagger. Person out of nowhere. We'd like the dagger.
All right.
And
so,
then
okay.
Hang on. Let's see what she's got.
Oh no. So yeah, so she's got a broom of flying. I had to find the notes that I was writing down. I'm like, where did I put those? Too many tabs. A broom of flying for 120 gold pieces. Winged boots for 100 gold pieces. Carpet of flying, very hard to get, for 4,000 gold pieces. The star blade is 3,500, and wings of flying for 800 gold pieces.
I mean, in like a sidebar.
Put it in our chat.
Yeah, and one moment. In a sidebar with the group. Well, I feel like, I mean, the carpet seems like the best play because that could potentially hold all four of us.
right.
So, I mean,
But
like
we don't
that's...
need that if we have Vincent, right?
Well, I mean, why not? If we have Vincent, then it's 2 people on the carpet, 2 people on Vincent, or 3 people on the carpet. Vincent also has a limitation on how long he can fly. The carpet's indefinite.
Carpet's a good solution. I'm going to pull out this scroll of create homunculus and be like, would you have any interest in this?
Yes, interest. I mean, I usually have an interest in all things that I can resell. It makes little things talk. Is that correct? What is this homunculus?
You can use it. It's a spell that creates allows you to create a little companion.
Gotcha.
Good for lonely people traveling the universe.
It's true. It's true.
Probably take it off your hands for 800 gold.
I might be amenable to that. Okay. So there's 800 gold right there. Cause like when I assume you don't want that spell because you already have the little like create minor construct or whatever it's called.
What did
which
I
is kind
have?
of like the better version of that spell.
Yeah, I have a thing that I always forget that I have that spell.
Oh,
Yes.
tiny construct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sell this for 800.
Okay.
I'm not-
800.
All right.
And then while they're looking at the carpet, I'm going to peruse their spell scrolls and any wands or staffs that they have. And I can just do that in the
Ooh.
background while everyone else is, trying to figure out carpet stuff.
All right. I'm going to sell my Wand of Wonder and my Luck Blade sword.
Okay. I think it was it 1,000?
Mm-hmm.
So 1,000 for that and 200 for the luck blade. So now you guys are at 2,000.
While we're at this, I would like, if possible, to chat with this woman as a proprietor of a magic item-based shop, having been someone who has been a merchant in the past, and see if I can't do any sort of wheeling and dealing. Now, granted, yes, my shop did fail. We all know this. It's been discussed at length. That's
Also good.
Neither here nor there.
Listen, I'm doing something else. I'm not even in this conversation.
No, I
so
know.
you-
This is
but
just
from across the room, I'll be like, you're a failed entrepreneur.
this doesn't help at the conversation at all. But thank you. And basically, I would like to attempt to convince her in some form or another. Basically, I'm looking to make some kind of a check to try and get us the best price, either for the things we're selling or the things we're buying.
Oh, you want to like barter and stuff. Okay.
Well, yeah, just be like, listen,
well,
as a shop,
she's very fair. Like, so
that's all right. That's
she's not going to sell you at cost because as a shop owner,
Yes,
you would know.
I
that
do
you can't,
know.
I
know there are margins you need to make.
But we can swoon. Swoon.
So, I will do my best to do the thing.
Okay, make a persuasion check, I guess.
And then I'll just be like, oh, and I'll pull out this blue spoon to get the best possible result on this check.
Oh
Okay.
my god, the spoon.
Well, it's
This
not the best
spoon-
possible result. It
Well,
is
you know.
passing result.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever it says. I don't...
Oh, wow. That yes, I think I understand, and we can come to an agreement. This is a very curious magical spoon you have, though. I would you be willing to sell that?
Not on your life, lady. This thing is the best.
And I noticed that you have the half of that other magic item that they split in two. You have they had the big scepter rod thing that came in here and broke it up. How did you get the other half of that? And she's
did
pointing
what?
to your hilt.
Oh, well, I used to own a shop. So you said people came in here, yes?
Yes, the two drow, and after they had they'd taken the rod, they like needed to dismantle it somehow, so they broke it apart.
They
And,
did that here.
One turned into this like I don't know darkness thing, and the other one is that light blade. Actually, I had a customer that it was you. You wanted the blade of light. That's right.
Yeah.
Starblade's still here though.
Yeah. No, I through a series.
How did you come across it?
Through a series of various transactions, it came into my possession. Owning a shop, much like yourself, I came into possession of this. I have since learned that it is essentially painted a target on my back, for all of the reasons in which you've already stated. So it's not without its tribulations, but ultimately it has served me well these past 100 or so years. So
Interesting.
Oh, that's right. You're very old. I forget about
yes,
that.
I'm over 200 years old. Yes,
Oh,
been around for quite a while.
Lex, he has two wands. A wand of dimensional blasting and a wand of the void. Both of them are 1,200 gold.
Oh,
And
I
I'll put
started
them in the
blasting.
chat so you can look at them.
I was gonna say I don't know what either of these are.
They're not from D&D, so third-party material.
Oh, don't forget you have the butter too. The magical butter.
And you have that book. That curious.
I'm not gonna get rid of that book. That's my favorite book.
You know what?
What is this from freaking Pathfinder? Look at this layout on this item.
Oh, no? Huh. I ask this Marigold, right? And I say,
yes.
you witnessed the... Oh, what, race is Marigold?
Oh, she's drow.
Oh, okay, so, all right. Well, I have something, and I look at the rest of my party. It won't be really useful to any of them. It would be useful to myself in a while from now. But what would you say, potentially, to a 1-for-1 trade for that carpet for this? And I shall produce from my bag my expended Manual of Bodily Health that increased my constitution score by 2, but is inert for the next century.
Mm.
Or at least a portion of it. You and I both can make use of this due to the nature of who we are, whereas for most, they wouldn't be able to wait the century to use this again.
Yeah, she's very interested in that because, well, let me look up the manual of health.
Mhm.
Is it? It's a manual of health. Is that what
Manual of Bodily Health? Yeah, it's a very rare, but once you get the benefit, and then the book is inert for a century.
Right. So the book's inert.
So, like I said, in theory, Lagwin could hang on to it for a century and read it again, but
I think because it will regain its magic, but it's inert.
Mhm.
And the magic carpet.
yeah,
works.
that's fair. Yeah,
She would give you like 2,000 for it. So
I'll do it.
okay. So now you guys are at such an interesting episode for everybody. Now you're at 2,000.
Look, this is part of D&D, okay? It has to happen at some point.
The
I
shopping.
really want this dagger.
All right. Well, we're sitting
Right.
with
We're sitting at
us.
4,000.
We got enough for the carpet right there. So now
Oh.
it's just this dagger that LB wants.
And I should write down what you guys gave. So luck blade,
Mm-hmm.
Wand of Wonder.
wand of wonder, manual of bodily health,
The scroll
And
of create
scroll.
homunculus.
scroll of create, homunculus. Okay.
So that's enough for the most useful item for all of us that will be beneficial to the whole party, contributed by the whole party, which is,
Mm.
you know,
Oh, and you could just use the carpet and fly straight up and get out of here.
and get right out of here. Exactly.
So wonderful for you. I'm so glad we came across this.
That there are a method to this madness here.
Would you like a pineapple?
Fermented pineapple.
They ferment in
Oh.
the husk. It's quite good. I'm sorry, I was just looking at my inventory.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Right, so the blade. What it is special. How long have you had it?
It's not truly unique. They kind of come in here and there.
Oh, hmm.
So I've seen 3 so far.
Oh.
This one's been sitting in my inventory for about a month.
Oh, that's not too bad. Well, we have spent quite a bit of money already. Would you be willing to knock off 500 gold and call it 3,000 even?
Ooh.
Can I persuade, please?
Yes.
We're gonna give
That's
this,
perception.
We're gonna give this lady a business deal with our shop.
Yeah, that too. That's 23.
Yeah. So if you'd be willing to sign just a small contract that we know and a way to contact you, perhaps in Sigil or other places, then we can follow through with that deal. I like this. I like this plan.
Depending
So,
on the
yes, and
contract, of course.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Well, more like I think more like a business card is what she wants.
Yes,
Actually, now that I think
yes.
about it.
Yeah.
She's never been to Sigil. She's not sure how to get there. But you guys can definitely make it back here at some point if you want.
Well, we have our contact in Sigil from which we get materials, so maybe they can like work as an intermediary to
Okay.
get her stuff to us. But we can be like, oh yes, I don't know how she would contact. Yeah, how would she contact us there? Like,
Do you?
because we
Yeah.
Does she not use sending?
Oh, it's so unreliable, but I suppose we could. I don't know.
you could call us right now. You can call me there right now. I'm
It's
in the shop.
confusing. There's another one.
There's more than one of me. I'm very
So like pull out a well here, let me try. And she'll like, hello, Shifter 2. This
uh,
is Marigold.
just say that the Banana Bunch has
Banana
sent
Bunch.
you, and that you have set up a business contract
Set
to
up a
send us
business contract?
fabrics.
And I'm gonna send you fabrics. Do you understand, Shifter 2?
And then Shifter 2 is like, oh, well, if you used Banana Bunch, you must be real. Yes, that sounds lovely. This is Shifter 2. Just manning the shop here. Can't wait to do business with you. And then it cuts back, and Shifter 1 is like, we can't wait to do business with you.
Yes, this will be wonderful. I'll be in touch.
Ugh, it's like that scene in Lost Highway, except not scary. Oh, also, I want to buy the Wand of Dimensional Blasting because it's rad as heck. How much does she want for that?
I think it's 1,200. Yeah.
1,000 silver is 100 gold, right?
Yes.
10.
Yeah, it's 10 to 1 for gold to silver. Or silver to gold, rather.
So 1,000 silver is 100 gold.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
It's 100. No. Oh wait, now I'm confused.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think so. Because, okay, so if it is, then I have
Math.
1,225 gold, which means I can buy it. And I want to.
Oh,
Because it's
that's
fun.
first edition. Fifth.
I can
edition.
also give it to Shifter 2, and then Shifter 2 can do hijinks.
So 1,000 divided by 10. Yeah, 100 gold. Yep.
Do they have any scrolls of Speak with Dead? Just out
Oh,
of
yes,
curiosity.
yes.
Very specific ask, I know. But...
Yeah. I'll roll.
Or do they know, if they don't have any, do they know anyone in town? Maybe this would be a better question for Darley, who could cast that spell.
Definitely the Interpreters Guild would probably have somebody who can cast that spell.
Oh yeah, they're interpreters.
And if you're looking for the spell scroll, that would probably be at the library, which is the Library of Worlds. They might have something like that.
Okay, well, we'll handle that later. But I'm gonna buy the Wand of Dimensional Blasting.
Okay.
And
What does it
do
oh,
for the folks at home?
The Wand of Dimensional Blasting can do two different things. It's a wand with 7 charges, and it replenishes them as wands often do. It can blast, or it can exile. The exile seems like it's like a banishment spell, basically. It's a little fancier, but it's basically a banishment spell. And then the Dimensional Blast is 8d6 split between cold and fire damage. And it has a saving throw for half.
Single target? I think.
What?
Single target, right?
I think so.
Still cool.
Yeah. Target you can see within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Siren. What did you want to do?
I was just saying to the other bunch. So I have about 1,600 gold. So if I could probably do 1,500 of it, and
Oh,
if
you
guys
do?
would help cover the rest.
Yeah. I see.
Yes, I think. I mean, I didn't count every penny, but
No, that's interesting.
I can give you. How much did you need?
It's 2,000.
I need 1,500.
Oh, that's
I can
right.
give you 1,000.
I'll give you the 500.
Thank you.
And Nyx looks around at her friends. She says, I don't love other people being in charge of me flying, so I would like to purchase the wings of flying.
Oh, they look fabulous on you.
Yes, 800 gold pieces for those.
Could we do 775 since we're spending so much money here?
Yes, of course, at this point.
Thank you. You're a darling.
This dagger is so cool, by the way. Can I have the stat block for it when you get the chance?
It's in the chat.
Oh, it just dropped in.
You're so good at this. No, some wings are flying. Oh, Starblade. Got it.
Yeah.
I have to write it all down.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor
Custom
dear.
item, baby. I can fly.
Oh, I also want to buy this
Think happy
paisley
thoughts.
jacket.
will be
Oh,
bat wings.
yes. You want the jacket? That's
It's
really
not.
nice?
I don't think it's magical. I hope it's not magical. I can't afford it if it's magical. I just think it's very fashionable.
Oh, yeah. It looks good. It looks good. I mostly deal in magic items, but yes, you can. You know what? Just you take that as a show of good faith for our business transaction.
My paisley jacket.
Think if there's anything that we need as far as like one-off useful things. You know what I mean?
Oh, actually, does she have any bandoliers?
Oh my god, yes.
I need a bandolier for my tuning forks.
Oh.
I can make that
I
myself.
think
It doesn't really matter.
I think she's tapped out at this point. Like
She's tapped out of bandoliers?
Well, no, not just in general. It says she only has so much like inventory
No,
and
it's
stuff
fine.
per day, and you guys bought a lot, so
That's fair. All right.
but yeah.
Well then.
And unfortunately, I think we need to end there. But we'll pick up next week only because I have to gut my kitchen so that they can tear it all apart tomorrow. So
That's
Oh,
fair.
have fun.
yeah, it'll be great. But thanks you guys for watching. I know it was kind of a odd show, I guess, but lots of shopping episodes are odd in those things. But we will be back next week, I believe, unless Ted's out of town. I don't remember when you get back.
I will be jet lagged as hell from the night before, but I will be back in town.
If that's a game you want to play, we'll play it.
We can play by
I mean, it really, I guess, depends on how it goes when I'm out there. We'll see what I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to do when I get back.
That's true. You're like, I
Oh.
got so many videos to make.
But yeah, anyway, yeah, no, more than likely, we'll still
Okay.
play.
And if I have a basement that's not
Well, there's that
super
too.
destroyed, we'll see that too. But thank you so much for watching. Let's go around. Mr. Lex, what's new with you? What are you working on, and where can people find you?
Oh gosh, I'm working on my own game again. I've already done that, but I'm doing it again. Gosh darn it. Yeah, sometime in April it's probably going to come out, which is cool. So keep an eye out for that. And how you can find information on that is by following me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. There will be links, and there's links to all sorts of other stuff that I do. So keep your eyes peeled.
Awesome. LB Hackemup, what's going on? Where can people
Hi,
find you?
I'm making a magic item. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches, or on our Patreon, the Hack Recklessly Patreon, where I just uploaded the movie night for patrons, where Lauren and I watched Lost Boys. I watched it for the first time. I had never seen
really?
it before, and it was quite a treat. I
Mhm.
will say. So you get to see my reaction at the end, as well as the whole thing. So that's fun.
Wasn't
and
for all the
then-
gosh darn vampire.
I know. I was like, Grandpa, explain yourself, please.
So good.
Yeah. So that's me. That's all my stuff.
Awesome. Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth on Twitch, where I've been streaming mostly because I'm playing D&D on the internet with my friends 2 times a week now, and Monster of the Week 1 time a week. I am here on Thursdays. On Saturdays, I'm on twitch.tv/game nights. That's 2 G's and nights with a K. We played through Strixhaven. We're in season 2, and now we are playing oh my god, I already forgot, and we just started it.
Candlekeep?
Nope. It's
Spelljammer.
Fae things.
Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Yep, that's the one. Thank you. My brain just shut off as I started going into spiel. Yeah, we're doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. and we are starting that truly this Saturday. It'll be really fun. We're at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and then on Sundays I'm on LB's channel playing Monster of the Week. We are doing spooky, fun, supernatural things, and it's a great time solving mysteries. And if you want to know what my streaming schedule is, you can find me at Twitter at Rachel is Mess with a Z in the middle and 7S.
Bam. And my name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle. I have been lax on YouTube content lately, but I have a short coming out tomorrow about the D&D movie because I made that 2 weeks ago when I saw it and I couldn't post anything. But I was really curious about the helmet that he wears in the movie, if it was like a real magic item. So I went like sleuthing and digging around, and it was cool.
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow.
They're dropping, apparently, they're updating that Thieves Gallery document. It seems to include stats for the magic items in the film.
Oh, that's cool.
Like
yeah,
the-
the
like-
helm of
Disjunction.
Disjunction. Yeah.
And the horn,
Which-
I think, as well, will get a stat block.
That'll be cool. That'll be really cool. I'll have to make some videos on that too. And yeah, thanks for being awesome. Thanks for watching us play games. Ted, tell us about yourself and take us away.
Yeah, I'm Ted. This is my channel, Nerd Immersion, where I'm corporate chill and I make lots of videos about various things for a variety of different things. Like sometimes when I go out and buy things with my own money to review them for the sake of having fun, it's because I threw away all of my principles and was paid them in some secret back office deal with Wizards of the Coast, which is not true, but if you couldn't tell from the snark. But yeah.
Did they make you put your principles into a jar and send it to them via like FedEx one day shipping?
Yes, definitely. That was how we did
Okay, yeah.
it. Yeah, it was like a soul jar. Like you send it away.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's principles jar. That's a little bit different spell, different components. But yeah, no, I make all sorts of things related to TTRPGs. I have some interviews from PAX East that are yet to come out. I just finished editing the Jeremy Crawford, Chris Perkins interview, which will go great with all of the things that I've just been talking about when I have an interview with both of them, which will just be, that'll be great. People will be like, why are you doing that? But yeah, I have some other fun things coming out as well, including some more products that are tie-ins to the D&D movie because they made a Nerf sword and a Nerf axe to go along with the movie, which are pretty cool. And I have a review of those. They're fun. So lots of cool stuff coming out. Plus, I play with Lex. Are we playing this Saturday, by the way? No. Okay. So sometimes I play in a game on Saturday with Lex on Indoor Adventures channel, which is a Ghostbusters game. And I'm working on something happening with LB and other folks for Army of Darkness. It's going to come out eventually. We'll see what happens with that. Anyway, more stuff to come. Be on the lookout. Follow everybody here. Everybody's awesome. Follow them on social medias while you still have the opportunity to use social medias. Because who knows what's happening with that. So, anyway, we'll see you next time.